Steve Young and Jim Kelly, two of the most talked about young quarterbacks in professional football. For Steve Young, we all know his passing excellence, but this young man can run with the football as well. He tossed for over 300 yards last week against Chicago, but look at this. He scores on this run. He ran for 120 yards last week against the Blitz as well. Steve Young of the LA Express. Then there's a rookie from Miami, Jim Kelly of the Houston Gamblers. He's a great passer, and he's got a great core of receivers in the Mouseketeers to throw to. Kelly against Young, tonight from the Astrodome, live on ESPN.
Tonight's game is not the shootout at OK Corral, but should come close. The Express with Steve Young, the Gamblers with Jim Kelly. We expect about 1,000 yards in offense and perhaps as high as 60 points here at the Astrodome in Houston, Texas. And so now, kicking off will be Tony's and Dejas. And the man who is deep is Clarence Verdun. He's in the middle. And this will be a short kick, and Verdun will take it at the 9. Verdun across the 20, great speed, breaks it to the outside, and across the 40-yard line. Steve Young will watch as Jim Kelly brings his men on the field. Kelly, number 12. And he's got two slot backs, Ricky Sanders, 80, Richard Johnson, 22. Two wide receivers, Gerald McNeil, 13, Greg Moser, 85. One running back, Todd Fowler, filling in for the injured Sam Harrell, who has 13 touchdowns but is on the bench injured. Dowson and Robinson, the tackles, Boucher and Martin, the guards, and Frank Khalil filling in for the injured Carl Allen at center. That is Johnson in motion. Kelly does what comes naturally, dumps the ball out of there, and out of the backfield comes number 80, Ricky Sanders, and Kevin Turner, starting for David Howard, makes the stop. In the white uniforms on defense, Fletcher Jenkins, George Achika, Charles Ussery, Eddie Weaver, your front four. Danny Rich, 53, Howard Carson, he's the big man in the middle, 54. Kevin Turner made that tackle, 50. The linebackers, your corners, Wyman Henderson, 22, Tyrone Justin, 20, and your safeties, Dwight Drain, 33, and Aaron Mitchell, 34. And immediately we see that Ivan Lesnick has come out, and Achika is not going to play. Lesnick has just been activated. Johnson in motion, and there they get the ball off the hand of Johnson, moving into that zone, Paul, but still had the throw been on target. It would have been a completed pass and a big pickup.
Jim Johnson, Richard Johnson, 22, went straight down the field, and he was wide open. Kelly knows it too. You got to love Kelly's attitude. He's the kind of young man that's just having a great time. He came to the USFL because he wanted to start and play. And the other thing about it is when he throws an incompletion or an interception, he knows that he can come back with a reception for 30 to 40 yards.
Third down, 11. They have four wide receivers on the field almost every single play. Kelly with all the time in the world. And there's a good play by Darryl Patillo, coming out to break up the pass intended for McNeil, number 13. And it's fourth down. Patillo, a nickelback, a rookie out of California State at Long Beach, breaks up the pass.
Oh, McNeil, this talk about a great throw. This shows you what Kelly can do now. It's almost a drop back, but watch where he fires this ball. On the outside, away from Patillo, who is the defensive back, into McNeil's hands, so he can't intercept it.
But they threw a flag on the play and said it is a first down, that he interfered, Patillo. So it is a first down inside the 45-yard line. Here's Kelly again. Hadn't completed one yet. Flag is down as Fowler goes straight ahead for a couple of yards.
We're going to have motion on the Houston Gamblers.
And we apologize for not picking up that flag. That flag was thrown. I noticed it first when you were in the replay. A legal motion. Fowler carried the ball. It'll make it first down and 15. They'll take it since Fowler picked up about 4 yards. Jack Parney.
Hey, here we go.
All-American at Texas A&M. All-American academically at Texas A&M.
Motion. Offense number 80.
That's
Still
Sanders.
first down.
From the 49, first down 15.
For the people that have not seen the Houston Gamblers before, they do not have any tight ends. There's not a tight end on the field. They use 2 wide receivers, 2 slot backs, and a fullback. So when I say they can flood the zone, they can flood it with 4 people.
Here comes Sanders this way where 2 other men are. So they got 3 over here. Kelly looking this way. Kelly has his man coming up. That's Johnson. Johnson still on his feet inside the 35. Johnson knocked down near the 20-yard line. Dwight Green came over to make the stop. And Richard Johnson, who started the weekend as the #1 receiver at the USFL, picks up another one.
All right, here's Fowler, the fullback. Here he gets an excellent block on Turner. Gives Kelly time to throw the ball. Now we're going to see the completion. Ricky Sanders is downfield. All right, this is Johnson, but Ricky Sanders, you'll see number 80 at the end of the picture. He's not going to clip. He has presence of mind to stay away from the defensive back. Watch it right there. You see Sanders standing there, which should have been a clip. He knew it. He couldn't help his running back.
First down from the 19-yard line. Johnson in motion one way, now the other. Kelly the fake. Now hands to Fowler. Dragged down, first down. Fowler dragged down by Aaron Mitchell and Danny Rich. First down. Goal to go from the 8.
Jim, we're into our 10th game of the season, and no one yet has been able to figure out this Houston run-and-shoot offense. Here comes Fowler. This is a draw play. Kelly goes back and hands it to him. Now, if Aaron Mitchell doesn't make the tackle here, it's a touchdown. You see Aaron Mitchell there? Dawson, number 72. If he picks up Aaron Mitchell, Fowler goes right into the end zone.
Well, Paul, as you know, the Gamblers have been averaging better than 400 yards a game and better than 32 points a game, nearly 33. So when they get the ball, look out. They're going to score most of the time. There's Fowler again and gets down to the 6. A Chica in there to make the big stop, number 75, and there are bundles of others. But this drive began after the good Verdun run back to the 43-yard line at the 43 of Houston. And now it is at the, well, mark it at the 7. So just give Fowler a 1-yard pickup. Second down and 7.
Is it redundant to say that Houston is in a passing situation? They're always in a passing situation. Now it's second down and goal to go from the 7-yard line. You know they're going to roll and throw.
Amazing thing to me is Fowler's carried the ball 3 times tonight, one of which was called back because of a penalty. That's a high amount of running for Houston. Kelly looking, look back here. Touchdown Johnson.
Jim, Richard Johnson went down and went clear across the field. He had 2 men on him, and Kelly's going to lay the ball out in front of him again. It's where Kelly throws the ball and how he throws the ball. Watch it. Lesnick is there, 95. But look at this. Johnson beat everybody in the secondary. Patillo, number 46, is the closest man to him. But when you throw the ball out in front of the man, you should be able to catch it.
67-yard drive. The last 7 to Johnson. Tony Fritchen to add the extra point, and does. 11:39 left. Early in the first quarter, early in the game, Johnson has caught yet another touchdown pass, his 8th. Hadel's team is now about to come on the field and see what they can do. It's 7-0 Houston, and we'll come back in a moment.
Classic.
Fritz will kick off. Tony Bodie, 24, Mel Gray, 30. Bodie's on your left, Gray's on your right. Let's see what Steve Young can do. They kick the ball along the ground. It'll be picked up by Gray. If he can pick it up, he does it to 15. And whoops! Still on his feet and gets up to the 25 and nearly lost the ball, and a flag goes down.
Well, there's going to be a clipping call, but we have the replay of the touchdown, and Todd Fowler, here's the fullback. Not only does he run with the ball, but he blocks so well in the backfield. Here comes Fowler. His job is to stay in front of Kelly and make sure that he gets the block. There's Fowler's block, number 46. Now we'll watch Mr. Kelly in action and what he does so very well. Watch him find his receiver, Richard Johnson, coming across the middle. He goes step back, and he's throwing this ball going away, lays it out front. Lesnick, number 95, is there, but it made no difference.
And now Ted Humphrey steps off the illegal block.
Illegal block during a return. Receiving team number 52.
That's John Truitt, a reserve linebacker. That's Jim Kelly. Hello to you, one of 6 boys. Mom had her hands full, I'll tell you. The ball at the 15-yard line. First down, Steve Young gets his hands on the ball for the first time. We'll give you the rest of the lineup in a moment. Young on the pitch back to Kevin Nelson. Nelson gets across the 15. All right. Steve Young, number 8. Kevin Nelson, the fullback, number 3. The halfback, who is really a flanker or wide receiver, Dave Hersey, 81. Jojo Tonzel, his favorite receiver, 1 wide receiver, 26. Freddie Scott with the Lions and Colts for 10 years. First game, number 87, the other wide receiver. Mike Sherrard.